Welcome, freaks and deadites. Welcome to Mother Supreme's second video, going over my favorite scary books and movies for you for this season of Halloween.
Mama's gonna give you love. Mama's gonna give you love. Mama's gonna give you love. Give you love. Give you love. Mama's gonna give you love. Mama's gonna give you love. Mama's gonna give you love. Give you love. Give you love. Mama's gonna give you love. Mama's gonna give you love. Mama's gonna give you love. Give you love. Give you love.
Okay guys, let's go on ahead and let's start off with my favorite books. And again, I'm gonna do this every Friday for you guys to kind of start celebrating Halloween, getting ready for it. And also you should look for a surprise live stream coming up. Also, don't forget to go check out Burnt Toast. They're doing surprise live streams as well. And I'm trying to also show up on their channel as well. So look, first one I have to say is Let the Right One In. It was great. I really liked this book. I'm actually still in the process of reading it. Lindquist is, John Lindquist is the one who wrote it. And it's absolutely phenomenal. I know the movie is out there. The movie is also really great. I prefer the foreign version compared to the American version, as well as I prefer the book to the movie as usual. But again, this was a really great book, and if you guys are ever out there and you have a chance to pick it up, it is really great. It is really scary. It has some amazing, well-written parts in there, and you should definitely go check out Let the Right One In. My next book, obviously, is The Exorcist by William Peter Blatty. I love this book as well. I have a special version of it. It's not a first edition, first print. However, it is one of the original bound printed versions. You just can't get books like this nowadays where they're actually bound in the center. So, I mean, it's actually a very old original book. But this book has, it is very well written, has great character development. And if you like reading long books, this one's going to be a good one for you. If you want a book that gets right to the point, I would recommend kind of skipping certain parts in this book, obviously, because it doesn't get right to the point immediately. But once it does, it just slaps you hard. And you have to go back and read certain passages to make sure, is that what Reagan said? Is that what really happened? You know, because my idea is that in the book, you truly do get an idea and a sense of wonder. Is Reagan really faking this, or is she really possessed? There is so much reason for doubt that it's very thought-provoking. So aside from it being a great scary read, it's very controversial and again very thought-provoking. I loved The Exorcist. If you ever have a chance to go out there and get a copy of it on hardbound or paper, I highly recommend it. Let's move on as well to my favorite movies. And I have to start with my favorite trilogy of all time. This is we have number guys, which girl has bad nightmares pretty much her whole life, goes and moves into a sorority house, finds out, spoiler, that her brother killed her whole family in that sorority house. So the dreams she's been having is the dreams of when she was a little girl and her brother tried to kill her and her whole family. So anyway, it was just a great little scary 80s movie. It was just, it was really great. And the only reason why I really have it in this trilogy is because Sorority House Massacre 2 is my all-time favorite scary movie, probably of all. Now, when I say scary movie, I do mean B grade. Obviously, this is not a top-notch, high-budget thriller. This was given Joe Bob Briggs 2 breasts up. That should tell you the high quality of this film. However, I remember being I think it was 11 years old and having HBO and watching this late at night, you know, when I was a kid. And I just always remember this movie again. It was just classic cheese and just some really great one-liners. So again, if it's good enough for Joe Bob Briggs, it's perfect for me and for you. Now let's move on with the third movie in this trilogy. It's called Hard to Die, and I do apologize. I don't actually have the original copy anymore of Hard to Die. Somebody stole it from me. But I do have my backup copy, so which is why I'm showing it to you now. It is, again, Hard to Die, aka Sorority House Massacre Part 3. Basically, it is pretty much every single girl that was in Sorority House Massacre 2, except instead of being in a sorority house, they are in a high-rise in this one. So you're probably thinking, why is this number 3 when it's a trilogy of sorority house? The answer is, I just don't know. It was honestly the producers and the writers, I don't know. Still a great trilogy. Happens in a high-rise. The same girls from this movie are in this movie. Again, it's just in a high-rise building where they're trying to find Hochstetter. And I just... I think I'm probably going to go watch this tonight just out of nostalgia. These are 3 wonderful movies you should check. They are all available on YouTube to watch for free. Check the description for the links. I highly recommend you guys to go out there and to go take a look and to go watch them. And one last thing I wanted to show you, I do love the Friday the 13th movies. I am lucky enough to own the series from Crystal Lake to Manhattan. I don't have the remaining movies, but what's the point? Really, the only really good ones are in here. So I do highly recommend the Friday the 13th movies. Again, I'm just lucky enough to have 1 through 8. And it was a gift to me from my husband. He just, I have a great husband. So I do recommend, guys, if you want to go out there and actually watch a movie that will never end, literally, Friday the 13th probably has like 12 sequels. So start with Friday the 13th Part 1, and then by the next day you should be done. So that's it for Mother Supreme's favorite horror books and movies. I will be back next Friday with more suggestions and maybe a little bit longer, you know, descriptions for you guys in regards to more movies and stuff. If there is something that is your favorite, please list it below. I would appreciate it. And thank you all very much. Please, again, look forward to some surprise live streams. Thank you all for watching the video, and have a great evil Halloween.